Hello there, YouTube. My name is Jacob, and as always here at the PNCLCG is where you want to be. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at a low performance point, over 1,000 Evo tune setup, etc. for the Toyota GR Supra. Now I know this car is a massive car. It can do all kinds of very sweet things. It's quite a decent car. I'm sure probably there are plenty of people out there watching this video that have elited the car, and so you kind of at this point now you need to use it. Again, if you have not elited the car, do not elite the car. Check out my video on the elite trials if you are trying to figure that out. Don't elite your Supra and don't elite Shax's GR R. But without further ado, we're going to get into basically on a bit of a more beginner setup, how to be able to get to that 1,000 Evo and still be able to beat Dyno and everything like that. So if you do enjoy today's video, please leave a like, please consider subscribing to this channel and hitting that bell icon, switching those notifications to all so you never miss out on any videos here at the PNCLCG. Anything you want to see in the future, any comments that you have, leave it down in the comment section below, but as always, please keep it respectful. Here we go. So, my Supra that is on my newer account has all the Stage 5 upgrades. Now, it does not need all of the Stage 5 upgrades to do this, as you'll see, and only 42 fusions, so it's not particularly highly upgraded. So no Stage 6 are needed to make this work. Now, I have the 3 golden stars from getting to Elite level 15. This can be done without Elite level 15, as you're going to see. But basically, just as a rundown, these are the fusions, or really actually, these are the parts that I have installed. Stage 1 engine with only the 1 fusion there. Stage 5 transmission, as you can see, greens and blues there, but not missing a whole bunch of them there. You've got tires. I do have a pink fusion there. Have blue fusion there. Missing a blue there. So nothing too crazy. No pink here. Just the green and blue. So basically, if you can just fill out your greens and your blues on it, you'll be fine. Now, again, this is a low performance point version, so it is not all Stage 5, so do be mindful of that these parts are specific to the fusions that I have. This is just a general overview and an idea of what you can potentially do with this car to get over 1,000 Evo as a newer player wanting to have a car to use in live racing and just get started. But again, once you do get this car way fusioned up, it will have about very close to like 2,300 Evo or something ridiculous at one point. So it's not lacking of Evo. Here I have only Stage 3 upgraded, so I've got that green there, green and blue here, green and blue there. So nothing too crazy there. No pinks here. Missing a blue and a pink there. Missing no fusions on the third part here. But then nothing here, nothing there. For this part, we're in Stage 3, so we've got a green fusion missing the blue and the pink. Green fusion missing blue again. And then absolutely nothing over there. So, as a recap, Stage 1 engine, Stage 5 transmission, Stage 5 tires, Stage 5 body, Stage 3 nitrous, Stage 5 intake, Stage 3 turbo, and with 672 performance points, I've been able to get to 1,003. However, that is from doing a whole bunch of stuff with this car. You can, oh, that's not the right thing to look at. Oh, that's not it either. Here we go. Let's try it. Yeah. So if I were to increase the transmission on this car, as you can see, that Evo is going up, 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 up. But that is not what I'm after. What I'm after is the being able to get just to the 1000 Evo. Right here. So there you have a bit of a weird little jump between 735 and 730. But right here, you can actually get it down to that. Now, when you go over here to your nitrous, you can play around with your nitrous a little bit, but not too much. See there, I've got 11.732, 730, 730, and it just continues onward with 730 until a certain point. So that is the low performance tune. I'm going to save that. I think I've added a fusion since the last time I did this. But let's get into driving the car. Here we go. So now you're going to notice the way I drove the car right there is not what you normally see for shift patterns and things like that on the Supra. Usually they want you to go way down into the 7,000 RPM and all that sort of stuff. I ran an 11.695 there on 11.730. That was not a very good run. As you're going to see, there are some extra things that you do with the run to change drastically how you drive this car. I'm going to wait all the way until 8th gear to use my nitrous. That is not common at all. And the reason for that is I'm basically trying to push the car forward a little bit. I got a little bit extra out of it there. As you can see, it's not exceptionally beating dyno by a crazy amount right now. Oh, I forgot to hit the launch button. I blew that run, so that's my mistake. So let's just completely discount that one. My fault. I should probably just take the launch button off for the sake of this video, since that's not really what we're testing for. We're just testing for the low performance point, 1000 Evo, and just what a max perfect run would be able to get. So there we're going to do a little bit of a different shift pattern just so that you can see that's a bit closer to what is usually prescribed for it. And I ran an 11.854 on an 11.730 dyno. So I didn't even beat my dyno time using that method. We're going to do a little bit something different this time. We're going to only shift into 4th. Here we go. And the reason why I'm doing this is just simply because there are so many different versions of how to drive the Supra based on what your parts are, your fusions are, this and that I have discovered over the years of playing CSR2, and I'm basically just giving different suggestions, because if you are trying to figure out how to maximize how you make your Supra drive, hopefully this is going to be helpful to you. So there we ran 11.687 on 11.730. That was better than the last run, but still not beating dyno by a tenth, which is typically speaking what you want to at least be able to accomplish. There we're going to use nitrous in 7th. Get a little bit of extra oomph there. Let's see how that did. There we go. There it is. There's where you want. Right there. Voila. So, 591 on a 730 dyno. So yeah, we're beating dyno by almost if we could push it, and there's certainly ways to push it. If I were to perfectly shift every single one the way that it's meant to be done, um, it will 100% run more like a 11.580 or 11.570. But basically, that's kind of just the gist of how to drive this car. Instead of putting that nitrous so early, you actually put that nitrous late. Now, I'm going to just showcase what putting it in 6th does, just so that you have a general idea based on the settings that I have on here. Oh, I missed it. I put it in 7th again, so again, we'll see if we can run any bit better. We did not that time, so this time we're going to put it in 6th, just to showcase, because there are so many different ways you can drive this car based on the different settings, so I'm just trying to give an overview for newer players of how to be able to maybe figure out a way to really make sure that this car runs well. Now, if you have watched my How to Beat Shax and How to Claim His Car video, I do have a shift pattern that I used in that one. Now, there we go. There's an 11.593. It's a little bit better, but still nonetheless, obviously, doing it in 7th or 8th gear is better. I'm going to try 8th here this time, see if that helps out any. So we got to 240. Let's see if that helped at all. Yeah, nope, it did not. So typically speaking, as I as I surmised with this when I was doing my own testing, it runs best where you get that into there as quickly as possible, and you put that nitrous in 7th to really just help kickstart the car into that gear. Well, I did not run good at all on that one. So we're going to do one last run here, and I'm going to actually turn the volume up for this one, just so you can hear the sound of this gnarly thing. I think I did a pretty decent job that time. Well, it was not a great run, but nonetheless, I proved that you could get about a 5 or a 11.591 on 11.730. You can probably do better if you just practice at this more. I really don't use my Supra on this account right now. I have my Ferrari Roma and the 812 GTS that is here that I'm working on, so I really don't particularly need the Toyota GR Supra for anything, but that's going to do it for this video. So actually, you know what, let's take it to live racing. Let's do one live race with it, just to see how it does, whether it's a bot CPU or whatever. Now again, I have 3 stars, so the RP may be a little bit different than yours, but we're gonna see how we do up against this guy here. Same car, so let's see how it goes. Looks like we got him, no problem. And then, as always, for live racing, if you do get to a place where you're winning by quite a comfortable margin, you'd slow down. I didn't slow down nearly as much as I needed to, or should have. I got 1231 RP there, so it's not a crazy RP earner, but as a newer player, it's certainly better than most of the cars you're probably going to be able to find. For the sake of this Supra, since I haven't really ever raced it in live racing, I'm purposely going to botch this run pretty badly, just for the sake of my car. And that right there is the reason why you immediately shift into third, is because those two gears are just so darn fast. There's no real reason to stick with those gears. Alright, so there we go. Not too bad. We were able to take on this guy and win with our Supra, so that was quite good. Um, with it being a low performance point, 1000 Evo, you don't want to be running over your dyno too much, and you definitely don't really want to be running above what the lobby is. If you go and you take this and you drop it and then you put it in a specific lobby, again, there are videos on that all over my channel about live racing and dropping a car and lobbies and that sort of stuff, so please go check those out if you are so inclined. But yeah, Dyno 11730, I was able to beat that guy with about 11.9, so this car really hasn't been used too much, so live racing isn't quite set yet, but that's going to do it officially for this video. If you enjoyed today's content, please consider subscribing to the PNCLCG if you're not already a current subscriber. If you are, thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. If you are interested in future videos, please consider switching that notification bell icon to all so you never miss out on a video. Looks like my phone is doing all manner of weird things. So, yeah, not really sure what that's about, but there we go. That should have fixed it. Sorry about that little thing popping up there. I'm not really sure why it did that, but anyway, regardless, I think that was a relatively decent video on how to have a low performance point version of the Supra that still gets 1000 RP, and you don't have to have all of the crazy fusions. You don't have to have Elite level 15 like I did in order to get it, as I showed, since I'm turning my tune way back in order to just drive the car a little bit easier. If you did enjoy this video, if this was helpful to learn about the Supra, please leave a like on this video. That really helps the channel out. That helps get these videos out there. If there's anything else you want to see or anything you want to comment on, please leave it down in that comment section below. But as always, please keep it respectful. And then again, my name is Jacob. Here at the PNCLCG is where you want to be. Thank you very much for watching. Have a blessed day.